Just wanted to show you also how we do with our goats. We don't have enough. Again, can't afford it. We don't have enough fencing and fence posts to fence the whole thing in. And there's lots and lots of grass out here, as you can see. But we made these blocks for the girls, and we've got one, a big one for the buck. Anyway, we made these blocks in 2-gallon buckets, just out of some Quikrete. Put a bolt in there to hold it. Got a nice chain. I think we paid 40 cents a foot for the chain, and the guy cut it for us. And then about 30 feet of chain total, so each girl has 15 feet of chain that's let out for them to eat. And look at her. They're just loving this. These girls are in heat. It's that time of year, y'all. And they're both in heat. And they're really enjoying this out here. The buck is over there, and if I had smell-o-vision here, you could smell him. He has been on that big block. It's 80 pounds at least. It was an 80-pound bag of cement, Quikrete, that we got. And because he can drag anything, he can pull a post out of the ground. And he drags that block. And eventually he will drag himself over here to where the girls are. Now we've had them, we put them both in close proximity to him. But we have to be really careful because they're on chains, and you know what they can do. They'll get tangled up. So we keep an eye on them. Make sure that they're not tangled up. They seem to handle the chain around their legs pretty good. They've learned to step over it. I've got them see, she's at the end of her chain, and she's at the end of her chain. So those two can't get tangled together. We try to place them very carefully. You'll notice somebody is missing out here. The one that's missing is the little buck that I bought raised. And sadly, he did not die. Nope, he didn't die. And we didn't butcher him. Nope, couldn't do it. But we sold him. Because I just don't need another buck on the place. And he was just as sweet as he could be. He was like a puppy, follow you around. But anyway, sold him to a fella that's probably 75 miles away from here. He has small white goats like these. And he was looking for a small buck, a gentle buck. And this little guy is going to work out perfect for him. He's got children, and this buck is just as sweet as he can be. A very people-oriented guy. And so he came all the way up here to buy this little buck, and I assured him that he'd had his CDT shots and all that. So, and I think I've got a previous video where I was showing how to give CDT shots to these goats. Anyway, his goats look just about like these two, and they're young too. So they'll all kind of grow up together, and he's already messaged me and told me that this buck is getting along really well with everybody, including their pigs, which he was raised around them. So he's getting along with everybody. The kids are loving him. And I wasn't here when he came to get him. Kind of glad I wasn't, because I probably would have cried. My son was here, and he said that he walked out to him, and the little goat just came right up to him, and the guy just hugged him and messed with him and everything, and just fell in love with him on sight. So I'm glad he went. We sold him, but he went to a good home. Now, I'll be honest with you. If we'd sold him and he went to somebody that was going to butcher him, I probably would have sold him anyway. I just couldn't butcher him. But if somebody else, once they buy it, it's their goat. I don't put no conditions on when I sell something. What they do with it is their business once they buy it. I don't want them to see them abused, but then if they want to butcher, that's their choice, because they bought it. So I'm just letting you know that right now, and like I'm hoping next spring when these goats have babies, I hope we get a couple of does out of the deal so we can expand the herd, but because this is all we got, y'all. Hoping we can expand the herd. But if we get a buck, and we will probably fix it, castrate it, and then I hope these mamas, that mama there is just the world's worst mama as far as taking care of her babies, but we're going to have to try to force her to take care of whatever baby she's got. Even if we had to put her up on the milk stanchion and make her stand there while the baby nurses. Because I just don't want to raise any more bucks on a bottle. Now, I'll raise does on a bottle all day long, but I don't want to raise any more bucks on bottles. Bucks around here, for us, need to be eating goats, not pets like this last one turned out to be. Hey, little girl. Anyway, they're really enjoying this grass. I keep an eye on them. I check on them several times a day to make sure they're not hung up on something, because sometimes these weeds are pretty thick and their chain gets around them, weirdly enough. But they're doing okay out here. Anyway, just thought I'd give you a little update on the goats. Hey, sweetie pie. She thinks I've got treats. I don't right now. Have a good day.